Hello everyone. This particular lecture today we will focus on two concepts, molarity, molality. These two concepts fall into the category of concentration. So remember, whenever we talk about concentration, we generally think of a solute dissolved in a solvent. And whenever we say a solute dissolved in a solvent, together it results into the formation of solution. We take a very simple example that I have sugar and I add it to water. I am quite sure that it would result into sugar solution. But over here, let us assume three different set of experiments. In the first set, let us say we did not take sugar, we only had water. In the second, we had 10 gram of sugar and a particular amount of water. And in the third set, we had 25 gram of sugar, particular amount of water. We would be very clearly able to say that over here the solution will not be sweet. Whereas comparing these two set of solution, we can write that this would be less sweet and this would be more sweet. Why? Because the amount of sugar is less and the amount of sugar is more. So fundamentally this is called concentration. So in concentration, we are generally concerned with the property of what we are adding and into what we are mixing. When I say what we are adding, it is solute, and into what we are adding, that into refers to the solvent. Whenever concentration is discussed, generally two different terms are popularly used. They are molarity and molality. Whenever the term molarity is discussed, it is generally referred to as capital M, and whenever molality is discussed, it is generally referred to as small m. So today our main aim in this video would be to solve different numericals related to molarity and molality. But before going into that numerical part, we will take a simple example over here to differentiate the idea behind molarity and molality. Remember two words that will justify molarity and molarity, that is adding into and dissolving up to, or rather you can say dissolving into or dissolving up to. What I mean to say, if I say that x gram of solute is dissolved in y gram of solvent. See, these statements need not to be similar to some of the text or references. It should be clear to understand in terms of concepts. So x gram of solute is dissolved in y gram of solvent. Means in a particular vessel, I should have y gram of solvent, and in this y gram of solvent I will try to dissolve x gram of solute. It means I have a vessel filled with 100 gram of water, and to this 100 gram of water I will be adding, for example, 20 gram of sugar. So initially in the 100 gram of water, 20 gram of sugar. So over here, this 20 gram sugar, 100 gram water. So this sugar is now referred to as solute. This water is now referred to as solvent, and this is a total 120 gram referred to as sugar solution, where we add all these things. So this is important. This is where we start from. So remember this concept very well. We are adding solute, for example sugar, in a solvent, for example water. But on the other side, when we talk of molarity, it is a different concept. That is, x gram of solute dissolved in solvent to make a total volume YML. X gram of solute dissolved in solvent to make a total volume YML. It means I have a apparatus which is fundamentally called measuring cylinder, where marking is done and each gap is of, for example, 100 ml. Then solute is first placed. If I want to prepare a 700 ml solution, to this solute a little bit of solvent is added. For example, if you mark this is 700 ml, and first up to 200 or 300 ml solvent is added. It is very much mixed properly and dissolved, and then extra solvent is added so that the volume will rise and reach 700 ml. But remember, when this volume reaches 700 ml, it is both solute plus solvent making a solution. This is what the difference is. When I say up to the volume of solution, it means in this volume both solute and solvent are mixed together, and this total quantity in volume refers to solute plus solvent, that is solution. And when this up to comes, it always refers to molarity. But when we say that it is dissolved in, then it refers to molality. And generally, different apparatus are used in a true sense when you go for molarity and when you go for molality. I'll just explain it in a simple and then move towards the numerical. See, when I want x gram of solute dissolved in y gram of solvent, no need for a measuring cylinder at a first choice. You need a weigh balance where you will measure x gram of solute, keep it aside, measure y gram of solvent, keep it aside, and then in the vessel containing y gram of solvent, just add x gram of solute and dissolve it. It is done. You are adding in. Finished. So generally no need of a measuring cylinder. But when I have x gram of solute and I want to make the total volume up to YML, I need a vessel in which I can have the total volume marked with the maximum accuracy and precision. And at that time, the apparatus required is this, and that is a ring cylinder. So friends, this is one of the basic difference when we talk of molarity and when we talk of molality. Now coming to the conceptual part, how to solve the numericals from molarity and molality section. We will just take few examples and discuss in detail regarding molality and molality from the level you know or up to what a person should know. So remember very well still that we are just as of now in this video discussing two concepts of concentration, and they are molarity and molality. Whenever we say molarity, it is capital M, and whenever we say molality, it is small m. Molarity refers to the total volume of solution. Molarity refers to the total volume of solution, whereas molality refers to weight of solute plus weight of solvent. This is the difference between both. Now, keeping all these things into mind, let us start with the numericals of molality. So, molality is rather a concept, how you define a concentration term with the symbol small m, and is popularly known as molal solution, 10 molal solution. This is how it works. So if I say that 40 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 1000 gram of water, what is the molality? Then you have a very simple formula that molality is equal to weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute multiply by 1000 divided by weight of solvent. Over here, make it very clear. Over here, make it very clear that if you are taking the weight of solvent in gram, then 1000 is essential. But if you are taking weight of solvent in kilogram, 1000 is not essential. This is the difference. So now, weight of solute given to you is 40. Molecular weight of solute. So first of all, identify the solute, that is NaOH. Now you know how to calculate the molecular weight that you have already learnt in the previous videos. So it would be Na plus O plus H, and when I'll add it up, 23 gram for Na, 16 for oxygen and 1 for hydrogen, I will end up with 40 gram per mole. So here it would be 40 multiplied by 1000, and weight of solvent we have 1000 gram. So once I'll solve it, I will end up with 1 molal solution. Even people refer this as 1 molal solution. So this is how it works. This is where the fundamentals start from. You should know to write in this particular way. So this was our first example, molality. Still, moving further in the same direction, we will discuss few more examples pertaining to molality. That is one of the concentration terms or units. Remember very well, as of now, if you have any queries, if you have any suggestions, you can always write in the comment box. Now we are taking another example. 49 gram of H2SO4 is dissolved in 500 gram of water. So over here, generally we are always taught that the one in more quantity is solvent and the one in less quantity is solute. May be right up to an extent, 90% cases. But always remember, from this particular statement, the thing that is dissolved and indissolved. So the indissolved will always refer to solvent, and which is dissolved will always refer to solute. So it would be molality is equal to weight upon molecular weight into 1000 divided by weight of solvent. Over here, if I think of weight, it will be 49 gram. If I think of molecular weight for H2SO4, we can very easily calculate it. Your answer will be 98 gram. You can calculate molecular weight for H2SO4, and when it will end up with 98, because 2 hydrogen 2 gram, 1 sulfur 32 gram, and 4 oxygen 64 gram. And this again would be multiplied in the formula with 1000 and divided by the weight of solvent, that is 500. And when I solve this, I will end up by writing this, and so my answer will be 1 mole. So friends, a very basic concept of molality. Now we are just going to modify the question in a different way to make much clear the concept of molality. See, always remember one thing, that whether in gram, then all the terms in gram, whether in ml, all the terms in ml, but solute plus solvent will always result into solution. Remember these words. Solute plus solvent will always result into solution. The thing to be kept in mind is, if this is gram, and this has to be gram. Sometimes what happens in the numericals of molality, you are given the total weight, you will be given the weight of solute, you won't be given the weight of solvent, but you can subtract solute from solution and you will end up with solvent. So this is how it works. So now we will be taking one such example and then move ahead. Friends, I'll just make a question where we will be taking the weight of solution and then solve the issue or the problem. Let us say 28 gram of KOH is dissolved in water to make 778 gram of solution. Calculate molality. So over here, molality is equal to weight of solute, that is 28 gram, molecular weight of solute, that is 56 into 1000 divided by weight of solvent. But over here you are having weight of solution, so you will use a very simple formula: weight of solute plus weight of solvent is equal to weight of solution. Now weight of solute is 28, we do not have weight of solvent, and weight of solution is 778. So weight of solvent will be 778 minus 28, and I will end up with 750 grams. So this 750 grams will be placed here, and now it will be solved like this. So it is 2/3, that is 0.66 molar. I hope you are getting the concept what I am speaking. Still, we will go with one numerical more in molality, and then we will shift a step up for molarity. Remember, in molality, the most important thing to determine is the weight of solvent. If you are known to it, it becomes very easy for you. Now, sometimes in this concept of molality, you need to look very carefully, because from the formula, that is molality is equal to weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute multiplied by 1000 divided by weight of solvent, it is very clear that sometimes if molality is given and one of these terms is to be determined, how would you in that particular point see how to solve? A 3 molar solution of H3PO4 is prepared by dissolving 49 gram of H3PO4 in water. Calculate the weight of water required. Now understand, molality is given. From the name of the solute you can determine the molecular weight. Weight of the solute is given. It means I am interested in finding the weight of solvent. In this case, first we will have this rational formula, and from this rational formula we will make weight of solvent our subject, and therefore weight of solvent is equal to weight of solute divided by molality into 1000 divided by molecular weight. Or let us do one thing, let us keep molecular weight over here and molality over here. So it becomes very easy for you to understand that molality is what here and weight of solvent is shifted over here. Now, weight of solute is very clearly stated over here, 49. For H3PO4, if you would calculate the molecular weight, you will end up with 98 into 1000, and the molality is 3. So, if I'll try and solve this question, I will always end up by writing 166.66 gram, and this will be the weight of solvent that is used. This is how it works. So friends, these were some of the numericals that were directly dealing with molality. Now in this current video, we will be shifting from the numericals of molality to the numericals of molarity. And then in the upcoming video, we will be just making the combinations of molar and molal using density as one of the determining parameter. So let us move ahead now by just taking the concept of molar, that is molarity, capital M. So now we are going to justify molarity, and it is written as molar solution. Over here, the solute is to be dissolved in a specific solvent to make up to a total volume of solution. Make up to a total volume of solution. So when we say molarity, it would be weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute multiplied by 1000 and whole divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution. So now the question for this particular question or this particular concept will be delivered in this way. 60 gram of acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, we call it acetic acid, trade name, that is a very mild solution of acetic acid, very mild solution of acetic acid is popularly known as vinegar. 60 gram of acetic acid is dissolved in water to make a 1000 ml solution. See, 1000 ml solution, that is total volume. Find molarity. Over here, when I will use this formula, weight of solute will be 60, molecular weight of solute will also be 60, multiply by 1000, and volume of solution over here would again be 1000. Remember over here, if I take the volume of solution in ml, then I need this 1000. But as discussed with you in molality, if I was taking the weight of solvent in 1000 gram or gram, I am always writing in numerator 1000. Similarly, in molarity, if I am taking the volume in ml, I would need to write 1000. But if in molality, I will take the weight of solvent in kilogram, and in case of molarity, if I will take the volume of solution in liter, this 1000 in the equation for both the concepts must be replaced by 1. But as of now, I am taking over here ml, I have to write 1000 on the top. When I will solve this simple concept, I will end up with 1 molar. 1 molar. Sometimes these concepts look very much simple, but such simple concepts have a huge role to play practically as well as in competitive exams. So this was how we could solve a very simple problem on molarity. Let us take one more question and move ahead. if we are asked to solve something like this, 120 gram of NaOH is dissolved in water to make a solution of 1200 ml. Find molarity, or in other words, calculate molarity. So molarity would be weight of solute, that is 120 gram, molecular weight of solute, that is 40 gram, 1000 by 1200. So what I will do, when I will solve this equation, I will end up by this 100 by 4, and the answer would be 25 molar. 25 molar. This is how it works. So always be very clear with the equations or the formulas. So this is molarity. Now let us move ahead, where both molarity and molality are to be addressed in one question itself, and also the concept of density will play a very crucial role. So we will solve a question where you will be asked to find out both molar and molal concentration, where two sub formulas, number one, weight of solute plus weight of solvent is equal to weight of solution, and number two formula, density is equal to weight or mass by volume. Generally there is a difference between, a narrow line difference between weight and mass, but from the numericals point of view in chemistry, we can take same and it will not harm the answer up to an extent. So we will be using these two formula along with our general formula for molarity and molality. We will once again write these formulas over here to make things understandable. Weight of solute, molecular weight of solute, 1000 divided by volume of solution. Over here in molality, again weight of solute, molecular weight into 1000 divided by weight of solvent. So now, depending on all these factors, excuse me, sorry, let us calculate a numerical. Number one, KOH is weighed 14 gram and added to water to make a solution of 550 ml. The density of solution is 1.5. Calculate molarity and molality. So this is how we initiate with. Remember very well with respect to this question that whenever I say molarity, it will be weight of solute divided by molecular weight into 1000 divided by volume of solution. So over here KOH is 14 gram, so the weight of solute is 14 gram. Molecular weight of KOH is 39 plus 16 plus 1, that is 56. Now this 1000 will remain common as you are taking the denominator in ml, and that is 550 ml. So if we will try to solve this, see what happens. We will end up by writing 25 divided by 55, and this 25 divided by 55 will end up somewhat around 0.46 to 0.47 molar. First entry, first question. Now we need to calculate molality also. But if you look into the formula of molality, weight of solute is given. 1000 is common, molecular weight is common. You are supposed to find out molality, and you are also not given weight of solvent. So what would you do? What would you do? Remember very well this formula. Weight of solute plus weight of solvent is equal to weight of solution. If I have these two terms, I can get this term. Do I have weight of solute? Yes, I have weight of solute. Do I have weight of solvent? No, you are supposed to find. Do I have weight of solution? No, I do not have weight of solution, but if I look into carefully, I have volume of solution because it is ml. So before using this formula, which as of now has two unknown terms, I would first like to use this formula and calculate the weight of solution. So density is equal to weight by volume. Density for the solution is 1.5. Weight of the solution is need to be calculated, and volume of the solution is 550. So weight will be 550 into 1.5, and when we have this 550 into 1.5, we will end up by writing 550 plus 275. This is a simple calculation that I am doing, and I'll end up with 825 gram of weight of solution. So now remember friends, this 825 gram is the weight of solution. So I have the weight of solution to be 825, weight of solute to be 14. So 14 plus weight of solvent is equal to weight of solution, and weight of solution is now 825. So what I would do? I would subtract 14 from 825 by taking it another way. If I do so, I will end up writing 825 minus 14 and that would be 811 gram. So friends, this 811 gram is now the weight of solvent. This 811 gram is now the weight of solvent. And this weight of solvent is now supposed to be placed here. I hope you are getting this simple concept. If at all you are still facing any problem, both comment box as well as contact details are available with you. So over here it will be 14 gram divided by 56 into 1000 upon weight of solvent, and when I'll solve this, I would be able to do, that is 250 divided by 811, and this 250 divided by 811 will help me get my answer. So this is how we work. And if I'll just calculate roughly, you can calculate the exact values using calculator, but if I calculate roughly, it is even less than 1/3. So let us make 0.28 to 0.33 molal. But for me, more important is the understandability of this method. So always remember the concept of density, the concept of weight of solute plus weight of solvent resulting into weight of solution, and all together coming up with the answer. So this was a limited edition of our discussion on molarity and molality. In the very next upcoming video, we will take 3 to 4 random examples on molarity and molality and check whether we can solve all that or not. So as of now, we are very clear with the concept of molarity and molality and the utilization of these two popular formulas to get an appropriate answers. So friends, let us keep this video up to this point, and in case of any queries, you are always free to catch me up from the comment box or by other means of communication. Thank you.